everybody. Assistant Chief Leonard again. Today we're going to give you a quick virtual tour of the firehouse. Should kill about 5 to 10 minutes of something to do with the kids in this crisis that we're going through. So real quick, we're going to give you a virtual tour of the firehouse today. This is the Storm Engine Company on Elizabeth Street. It was founded in 1851. It's the second oldest firehouse in the city of Derby. Its original location was right around the corner at the site of the now Retro Pub on Elizabeth Street. We moved to these quarters in 1955. We share our quarters, it's one of the unique features of the Storms, with the Ambulance Corps. So the Ambulance Corps was an offshoot of the firehouse in 1948, and they split several years later. So although most of what you see here looks similar, it's actually divided between the two organizations. So on our apparatus floor, we have two engine companies, Engine 11 and Engine 12. We're going to do an in-depth tour of the fire trucks coming up over the next couple days. And then in the middle, we have the Ambulance Corps' heavy rescue vehicle, Rescue 18. In our little offshoot building over there, the ambulance bay, we keep our ambulance and our hazmat vehicle, along with the offices for the Ambulance Corps. So come on in, we'll take you around, we'll show you some of the different parts of the firehouse. All right, so up here on the second floor, we have our training room. So most firehouses in the city have a large meeting, all firehouses in the city have a large meeting or training room. So it's up here where we have our weekly training drills or any types of meetings that are needed to be had. So for those of you home stuck in your home school, here at the firehouse, we have to go to school too. So there's a lot of training involved in being a firefighter, a lot of continuing education required to be a firefighter. So we do all of our classroom work here in the firehouse. We'll take a walk this way, see what else we got. Okay, so this is our bunk room. Since we share our quarters with the Ambulance Corps and the Ambulance Corps staff, we have a bunk room. So in here we can sleep about 8 firefighters or EMTs, depending on our needs. So this is where the guys would sleep when there's crews staying at the firehouse. It's just like home, a couple sets of bunk beds. The only difference is you probably have an easier time at home having your kids clean their room than we have having the firefighters clean their room. So we'll head downstairs and see part of the firehouse. It's the basement. It's pretty much where the guys hang out during the day. And the members come in, there's a full kitchen, comforts of home. We have couches, TVs, even an Xbox, and a couple other little things to keep the guys occupied. So when they're here on duty or they're just really hanging out, this is the part of the firehouse that they're going to spend most of the time in. Decorated with a lot of pictures of incidents and members and the different apparatus. Some of the history in here dates back to the 1800s. So this is the nerve center of the firehouse where you'll find the guys most of the time. All right, that was a quick tour of the Storm Engine Company firehouse. Join us next time. We'll go to a different firehouse. Have a good day. Okay, the final thing we'll show you today is a firefighter dressed out in their structural firefighting gear. I'd like to take a minute and thank Firefighter Hughes for not volunteering to do this. So, starting from the top down, firefighters wear helmets, right? Protect our head from falling debris during a fire. One of the unique things about a fire helmet is this brim. If it wasn't for this brim, firefighters would just wear hard hats. This brim is actually so that when we're working in a fire, the water and the debris actually goes safely down off our back and not down our collar. So the only difference between a hard hat and a fire helmet is really this brim deflecting water. You'll notice that we wear our hood, our coat, and our pants. These materials that make up our gear are not fireproof. They're fire resistant, meaning he can't just openly walk through a fire. He'll still get burned. It just takes a lot more temperature to get through our fire gear than regular clothing. So one of the big misconceptions is that firefighters in their fire gear are fireproof. That's actually not true. A firefighter's gear could burn. Gloves, hood, they protect your hands, your neck, your areas that are not covered by your coat and your pants. The pants have built-in knee pads because in a fire, as we know, we stay low, so we spend a lot of time working off of our knees to extinguish a fire. Boots have steel in them, like a work boot. The only difference between our normal work boots is a pair of work boots and our boots is that they pull up so you can slip them on quick and be in and out of them a lot easier. Also, all firefighters carry a radio. So the firefighters carry the radio. It's usually under their turnout coat. These radios allow us to talk to each other, to talk to our dispatch, to call for help throughout the course of an emergency. Final piece of equipment that you'll see most firefighters wearing is our SCBA, our self-contained breathing apparatus. There's about 20 minutes of air in this little bottle. Another misconception about the fire department is that this is oxygen. It's not oxygen, it's the regular air we're breathing right now. We just suck it up in the machine and pump it into this little tank. So the air goes in the firefighter's tank, and it comes through the hoses to the regulator and into his mask. You can clip it now. I'm very proud of you for getting that in one try. So, you hear when a firefighter's breathing, it sounds like a scuba tank or a scuba system. It's because it is. It's the same thing. So when a firefighter enters an atmosphere, he brings his own air with him to protect his lungs, his airway, and his face. So this is what a firefighter looks like dressed up and responding to a structure fire. So if you ever want to stop by the firehouse, when we're allowed to have visitors again, stop by, see the firefighters, and they'll gladly put on this gear for you. Thank you for joining us on our virtual tour of the firehouse. Next firehouse we'll go to is the Pagaset Hook and Ladder. We'll post that in a couple days. Thank you.